What's up, Gemini? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot here to look at your week ahead starting July 14, 2025. Gemini, I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers to my channel. You know, I appreciate you. The deck, of course, I'm using will be listed in the description box. But just to give you a heads up, Gemini, this deck here I'm using has 7 chakras. So if you receive any of the chakras, I definitely will talk about those chakras and what it may mean to you in terms of the messages that you receive. Cleansing the energies here from Dawn Taurus' messages for the week, and we shall begin with your messages. All right, so what's the energy that Gemini has to look forward to? What's the energy surrounding Gemini this week? What's in store for Gemini? All right, and I do the format here a little different this time around. You'll see in a few seconds. But we're going to start with the first card for you. We got the Two of Pentacles, movements, choices, decisions. Next up, we have the Major Arcana, the Magician, awareness. Any spiritual rings around characters just simply means that there is a spiritual energy that could be surrounding you as well this week in terms of protection or any types of other spiritual energy. Next up, we have the Three of Swords, heartache and loss. We'll throw a clarifier on that. Followed by the Universe, the World card, Major Arcana. Up next is the Recognition and Reward. This is the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Following the Three of Pentacles, we have the Three of Cups, rejoice and celebration. Next up, we have the Major Arcana, the Tower. Wow, interesting thing here. Okay, so it could be some sort of difficulties and dealing with relationships, not just romantic relationships of all kinds here, but we'll get into that. Then we have the Major Arcana, solitude here. Solitude is the Hermit. Okay, so you have your first chakra, throat chakra. Next up, after the throat chakra, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, harvest or material harvest. Then we have the Major Arcana. Oh, well, look at that. Major Arcana, the Destiny, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Now, that could be a different reading as well. When it lands on the tower, it could mean that someone's financial situation, well, it could be disruptive, or it could be the type of energy here, Gemini, where, say, maybe you are the one who goes out and is the risk taker, the player when it comes to casino runs and playing the lottery. Someone could be hitting the big right here, and then that's the shock value. Okay, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe I hit for that type of money. Being the person that you would never think that you would, hit so big or come that close to hitting so big. All right, so Wheel of Fortune, turning any types of energies around for you that were unfortunately. Oh, look at this. Now we finish off with your own energy. This is the Lovers, harmony. So please do not focus on the Tower here. I am still going to throw a clarifier on the Tower as well as, no, I'm not going to throw a clarifier on the Tower because I've said in the past that it's pointless for me. You know, it's just me. I don't go by what other readers do or anything like that. The Tower, being that it's uncontrollable, we don't know how it's going to express itself, so it would be difficult just to narrow down to see exactly what's going to happen. And if I do throw a card, and then clarify it, then it may be just something that is specific to one person. So I won't throw a clarifier on the Tower. I will throw a clarifier on that Three of Swords. But you have your own energy here, harmony. Usually when that card shows up here, Gemini, it makes the reading that much more stronger for you. And I've talked about it in the past when it comes to any types of exchanges of energies with any individuals. You should be okay. Okay? This Lovers levels all of that energy out with involving other people. All right, so let's begin to unfold these messages here for you. Two of Pentacles, movement and choices, decisions, the first card that was thrown for you. Of course, if any of the words at the bottom of the cards relate to you as opposed to the typical meanings of the card, then, by all means, use it. Two of Pentacles is a small degree of imbalance going on here, right? You still could be Gemini who receives a small pay raise, juggling two things, could be interested in two people, working two jobs, and so forth. And the most simplest thing that I usually assign to that Two of Pentacles is you could be just, balancing out your money for the week in the checkbook. All right, so the next card up is the Major Arcana of the Magician. I always talk about two sides to that magician. The positive side is about manifesting your desires and your wants. What do you want to happen or wish to happen or occur in your life? Is it a new job? Is it a new career? Is it a new relationship? Is it to purchase a home? Whatever it is, if you're in the form of prayers, mantras, affirmations, continue to do so. Throw that energy out to the universe or whoever it is, your higher source of energy that you pray to. Leave it alone. Stay in alignment with that energy, Gemini. Walk away from it and just make sure that you build up enough faith and acquire some sort of patience, knowing that whatever it is that you're wanting or desiring to occur in your life will come to you eventually. All right, so the Three of Swords, the typical meaning of that, heartache and loss. Okay, spell it out for you. Third party in play when it comes to romance. It could be couples that are together, but there may be some sort of distance that separates you. Pet loss. Pet gets away, family is left grieving. Separation from divorce. Separation pending a divorce. It could be that there's no separation taking place, but there's some sort of conflicting energy going on with family members, friends, and or romantic partners. We'll full clarifier after I'm finished. Next up is the Major Arcana, the World card, Universe. Be on the lookout, Gemini, for anything opportunistic. There is a chapter of area in your life that's coming to an end. A new chapter is about to begin. It's usually positive. This universe also too represents relationships. Next one up is recognition and reward. That's the Three of Pentacles. So being recognized, being rewarded for something that you've been, either asked to do or you've done it on your own. If it's not something that's involving your work, then, if it is involving your work, your employer may give you a small pay raise, maybe thanking you, congratulating you, and whether or not you were in collaborating with others to complete a task or a project, it doesn't matter. Okay, if it's outside of your work, then maybe you complete something this week that you've been working on, and then you might be congratulating yourself. But anyway, the recognition and reward goes up, energy, the 14th, so maybe by the 16th, that type of energy may come your way. You get acknowledged or something, or thank you, congratulations, a job well done, a pat on the back. You could be also introduced to somebody new, and I also assign workplace love affairs and attraction to the Three of Pentacles. Next up is the Three of Cups, rejoice in celebration. So celebrating someone's birthday, anniversary, spending quality time with family members, friends, romantic partners, could be co-workers after work, of course, for happy hour. But there's a need to be happy and joyous about this week. Next up, we talked about the Tower. Tower could be shock, devastation, things that are uncontrollable, so you can't control it. We don't know how it's going to express itself. Underneath the Three of Swords, as I mentioned before, there could be someone having to deal with some difficulties involving relationships. Something come through to shake things up for you, disrupt things for you. But it still would, represent our weather. Anything, not only our weather, but it could be earthquakes. It could be all kinds of crazy stuff. That's why it's really hard to pinpoint exactly why, and the reason why I won't clarify it, because you don't know what this tower is going to do. It has the mind of its own. Anyway, that's that. So anyway, moving along is the Hermit card. So the Hermit is usually having to detach your energies here for a minute. Gemini, she's holding a book, so maybe it's just want to spend some time catching up reading a book. I have so many books that I want to read. I'm a Gemini moon that I just can't seem to get to because I get so busy, with other stuff. But it could be that you just want to, pull back and catch up reading on a book. Maybe just want to, spend a moment by yourself, and that's okay. It could be in the form of meditation. You're not going to stay in this period too long, no, however. And if you have to go within to seek some sort of solace with trying to figure something out that's, happening or occurring around you, you'll arrive at the answer and come out with a clearer, brighter perspective. All right, so five of, I want to call it five, it's not, it's the throat chakra. Throat chakra simply means balance. Throat chakra means that represents communication, expression. Maybe there's something that you need to speak up about, maybe having to communicate with someone about. It usually indicates a form of, look at that, see? 1111. I just said to, was it Taurus, to pay attention to any types of synchronicities and angelic numbers. And we have 1111 on the, so always, when you see those types of numbers, especially 1111, because it's a double digit, double energy is powerful. So I take a moment here to pray. Okay, so that's it. Got my little prayer in there. So yeah, throat chakra having to, it is the fifth chakra out of the seven chakras here for you, Gemini. And it just represents if it's balanced that you need to, well, you don't need to do anything. You're doing, exactly what you're expected to do. Geminis are usually great communicators. So, speaking up, maybe having to speak up about something or talk or engage. It could be just regular conversations. But usually it just represents speaking, communicating, and making sure that, whatever it is that you're communicating and speaking about is clear and effective and is, presented in a good way. If it is unbalanced, it could be that you are dealing with some sort of form of shyness when it comes to speaking, maybe speaking in public. It may, also be related to, withdrawn from speaking or having to talk up to get whatever it is that you need to express. It could represent a form of arrogance. And also, too, having to not have the ability to express yourself could create some sort of anxiety for you. All right, so that is the balance and the imbalance of the throat chakra. And also, too, I just throw in there, someone could be actually, having to experience or deal with a sore throat. All right, so next up here is the material harvest. That's the Nine of Pentacles. So this is a card greater than the Three of Pentacles when it comes to any types of, recognition. You've worked hard on something, Gemini. Now it's time for you to sit back and enjoy the fruits of your hard work and your labor. Whatever it is that you may have done when it comes to your employer, they may recognize you in a form of a promotion, pay raise, bonus money. Right? If it's outside of that employment, then maybe this is something that you've done in terms of, you could have worked on building up your own energies. It could have been, building up your self-esteem, maybe having to be brave enough to speak out there in public or communicate or express yourself, whatever that energy may be. This is also too regarded as separate from the employer. It still would be the employer because it still would be a job offer. It would be bonus money and pay raises. This is also too spending and splurging. So if you have access to this type of money here, and you want to treat yourself or treat others, you're not to feel guilty about it. This card always comes through to be a reminder that it's now time for you to enjoy what you've worked hard for. All right. So following that, we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is a big money card as well. See the females here? I just said in another video, whenever I use this deck, there could be a meeting of the minds with some females. This could be, family. It could be friends, but it's females. Okay? Could be girlfriend, girlfriend night out or whatever, something like that. But anyway, anything that was unfortunate for you, Gemini may turn around. and be fortunate for you. Destiny, as it says, you may be destined to have something occur, or you're fated to have something occur. It's meant to be. If you're the risk-taking Gemini that likes to do the gambling, casino runs, play the lottery, just play responsibly. This is big money. Okay, big money coming in. Then we finish off with your own energy, so it makes the reading that much more stronger for you. And I forgot to read the like the second half of the energy of that magician, but I'll get back to that. But the lovers here, okay, someone could be getting married, of course, right? They're looking at each other, so you're seeing eye to eye with one another. And this is for all relationships, not just romantic partnerships. This is involving, family. It could be platonic friends. It could be business partners. Everybody's on the same plane. And usually when the lover shows up in your spread, you should have a pretty good week overall, in spite of the tower. And actually, your own energy is going to bring down the source of that tower. And then also, too, the Wheel of Fortune, as well as the World card. All right. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcanas in this spread. So pay attention to the major arcanas. The lovers here, your own card, your own energy has the ability to bring together, formulate new partnerships, when it comes to love, romance, family situation, anything going on there, and platonic friendships, and also business partnerships as well. All right, so let's get back here to the second half of the magician. I read that as an actual person. If I didn't mention that any ring around a character in any of these cards just mean that there's a spiritual energy that's surrounding you, possibly coming up this week, and it's also usually the spirit energy of protection. The awareness in this deck here, the magician, also I read that there could be, even though it's not the sun, I always get that this could be someone having to go see a doctor, or someone is a doctor, right? But the negative half of this magician, you have to be careful, Gemini, of strangers. Yes, family members, friends, romantic partners who are into controlling you, extracting from you, manipulating you. And they can do all of that energy in subtle ways. So making sure that you're always paying attention to your intuition, and strangers as well, when someone is trying to pull a wool over your eyes. All right. All right. So let's do a clarifier on that Three of Swords here. Why did the Three of Swords show up here for Gemini's reading? What is going on here? I already indicated that there could be some sort of situation going on with, relationships specifically, but you have your own energy here, so it shouldn't be too much difficulty in dealing with it if this is the type of energy that is expressed. All right, but the reason why, it's relationships, discontent and boredom. Even though this is the Four of Cups, discontent and boredom, I always read it as my social card. But the social energy and interaction is with friends, family members, romantic partners. So I feel that there's some situation that could come out of the blue very quickly to disturb some relationship that Gemini is involved with. All right. But I do feel that at the end of the day, whatever the situation is that comes about, it will be resolved. And then, we have your own card here to level things out for you. So not to worry too much. All right. So this is what I have for you this week, Gemini. Remember, it's just me interpreting these messages here for you. Always take what's going to work for you. Leave the rest alone. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Come back for more of these messages from me, Gemini. Have a safe, great week ahead. Always throw in extra energy of safety because of the Tower's presence. But I don't think you have anything to worry about. You got all these other positive cards that are surrounding that and taking down the energy. So until I talk to you again, take care. Ciao.